Hello guys, my name is the Emerald Lad, and today is the day. We have 3.5 beta. We now have Hysilens and Cerydra as well as their light cones. I've already gone ahead and read them, and I must say, oh my god, they're both really good. I think they're both really good. I mean, more curious on what Hysilens will be doing as like team placement wise. I don't know exactly who she plays, but I do know DoT is back. I think DoT is back for real. Okay, so let's just go straight into Hysilens. Let's not dilly dally. Let's get straight into it. Hysilens. So this is the 3.5 physical DoT character that we're getting. 102 speed, 601 attack, 1203 HP, all that. 130 energy cost, which is pretty big considering the ult. We'll get to that in a second. So base attack is a basic attack. Skill has a 100% base chance to increase damage taken by all enemies by 20%, lasts for 3 turns, and then deals damage. This is already off to a solid start. I think increasing how much damage enemies take is really good. Allows the DoT to hit harder. I wish it did a little bit more, but it's fine. The ultimate. Okay, this is one of the two biggest things this character has. Now, deploys a zone that reduces enemy targets' attack by 15% and defense by 25%, and then deals physical damage. Here, I really don't like this personally. Like, it's a good effect, don't get me wrong, but I really wish it was something else. But I mean, what can you do, right? All right, sorry. When an enemy target within the zone takes damage from DoT, deal physical DoT equal to 8% of Hysilens' attack to them. This damage cannot repeatedly trigger this effect, and it can be triggered up to 8 times at the start of each turn or within one action of an allied target. The zone lasts for 3 turns, decreasing by 1 at the start of each turn. The zone beat spell of Hysilens becomes knocked down. So the Sea Siren sings. When using a base attack, skill, or ultimate, there's a 100% base chance to inflict wind shear, bleed, burn, or shock on the enemy target, prioritizing to inflict different states. She already applies all 4. She can apply all 4. This is different from Black Swan, basically, where Black Swan was like a pseudo of sorts until you got to the ult. Yeah, it was considered these, but I don't think it actually applied. It didn't actually like deal its damage until much later on, I think, with like Eidolons, I believe. This actually applies the 4 dots. Pretty cool. Under the wind shear, burn, or shock state at the start of each turn, the enemy takes that specific DoT equal to 25% of Hysilens' attack for 2 turns. Under bleed, the enemy takes physical DoT equals 20% of the max HP up to 25% of Hysilens' attack, lasts for 2 turns. This is basically like most bleeds from like the bleed from like Luca, where Luca's would actually do HP percentage of like the enemy, but it capped out at his attack. This is the same thing but better because, well, A, it's not a single target, and B, she actually has higher attack because she's a 5-star, so she's off to a good start. Technique. After using a technique, she creates a special dimension that lasts 20 seconds and automatically moves forward. Enemies within the special dimension enter the enrapture state. The enemies in this state will not attack Hysilens and will follow the dimension. After entering battle with enemies in the enrapture state, there's a 100% base chance for each enemy to be inflicted with 2 of the following states: wind shear, bleed, burn, or shock, and only one dimension effect created by allies can exist at a time. So there's that. Traces, her stat boost, she gets 28% attack, 9 speed, and 10% EHR. I think she should use a little bit more EHR, but this is not like the worst stat spread all around. Alright, so Banner Conquest. At the start of combat, Hysilens creates a zone with the same effect as her ultimate, lasting for 3 turns. So off the bat, you automatically get the zone, which is really good. Bubble of Grandeur. When other allies perform attacks, Hysilens has a 100% base chance to inflict the enemy target with one of the same states as Hysilens' talent. So now other allies can now start to they can now apply these as well, which is really good. And then for every 10% of Hysilens' effect hit rate that exceeds 60%, increase damage by 15% up to 90%. So this is about 120% EHR, which I believe actually coincides, if I'm not a dumbass, coincides with this. Oh, no, sorry, it's 100% EHR you need for this. Yes. Increase awareness EHR by 10%, and then increase attack by amount equal to 20% of current EHR up to max 25%. So I think this is going to be the planar ornaments you're going to be using, but I mean, I think that's pretty obvious. The moment you saw EHR, and also Kafka buff needing more, I think EHR, I believe. I can quickly check, but I believe it's EHR you needed. Oh god, where is it here? This one, right? Is this the buff state? I think it is. Yes, yeah, right here. Where if you have AHR higher than 7%, you get, yeah. So, yeah. With Kafka, it's gonna be pretty strong. So let's just go with that. Alright. Yeah, I think it's pretty good already. Eidolons, we're not gonna go too depth, but just know, I mean, the only one we'll go into depth is E1. When using ultimate, if the enemy target is currently affected with dots, it immediately deals 150% of the original dot damage, and when you deploy zone, you cover a skill point. So she has skill point regain, right? She can get skill points back, and she does just big dot damage on ult usage. You think this game moved? E2, while the zone is active, reduce all type resistance of all enemies by 20%. This is similar to Black Swan. Let me say that a lot. To Black Swans, Eidolons, where at E1, if they were under these specific effects, which they would because the ultimate considers them under all of them, it reduces the resistance respectively. And then Arcana basically just like it will apply more when an enemy was defeated with that specific Arcana. This is similar, except this is all type resistance, which is just better in every regard. Though I guess it was 5% less, so there's that. And then just free dot damage and their skill point. E3 is ultimate base attack increase. E4, while the zone is active, the damage boost effect from the Trace Stringer Pearls applies to all allies. So, yeah, we can give it to everyone now, I guess. E5 is skill and talent, and then E6, the zone becomes enhanced. The physical dot effect trigger count increases by 4, and then when Hysilens inflicts any of the dot states on enemies through talent or the Trace Bubble of Grandeur, there's a 100% base chance to additionally inflict a state that is individually calculated. So basically think of it as when you apply Wind Shear, you had a chance to apply another Wind Shear, and it was different. So you do even more dot damage. Yeah, she's pretty good. I think she's pretty good. Obviously there are some things that I really wish they were here, like dot crit and all that. But this actually can make DoT a pretty damn viable team, I think. I really do think that. DoT becomes a lot more like viable here. I said it was gonna be better than Super Break. That might be the stretch. I might be like gassing up too much because listen, bro. Call me cringe. I loved DoT when it first came out. When I saw Kafka and Black Swan, I was like it's gonna, well, maybe Kafka. Black Swan was just like a oops, okay, and then I rocked that shit. I don't have the supports, the best supports for it, but I'll make something work when it happens. Yeah, I like Hysilens. I think she's pretty good. Light Cone, did they put the picture? No. Let me quickly get that up then, while I'm here. Let me find it. Here we go. Here's her, Light Cone image. It's really good looking, I think. It looks, honestly, it reminds me of a quantum, like, Light Cone, right? Does it not, like, this does not give, like, a quantum, like, Light Cone vibe, like Sela? Maybe it's just me. Alright, and then here's the effect. I think this is pretty good too. Increase the wearer's effect hit rate by 40 to 60%, whatever point you got. When the wearer hits an enemy target with a base attack skill ult, 80% chance to inflict enthrallment state for 3 turns. Effects the same that cannot stack. While in enthrallment state, each debuff applied by the wearer increases dot taken by 5%, stacking to 6 times. So if you get S5, they're not living. Simple as that. And then when attacked by an ally target, increase the attacker's speed by 10% for 3 turns. Giving speed to allies on top of the damage increase is pretty cool. Well, like dot take an increase. And that's pretty good. Like, wow. Like, right? Like, it's just good. I think it's just good. Overall. Yeah, she's good. What can I say? Alright, now move on to Hysilens. Hysilens is pretty good too. I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna lie. 1358 HP, 620 attack, 45 defense, only 99 speed, but I think for what she's doing, I think it's okay. But we'll see. I had to look back again because there are some things I had to look back on. Base attack is basic. Skill grants military merit to 1 designated allied character and gives Cerydra 1 point of charge, max at 8. When she reaches 6, military merit upgrades to nobility and dispels any crowd control debuff. Characters with nobility gain 72% crit damage boost for skill damage, ensures a CUDA main when using their skill on enemies. After this ends, consume 6 point charge to revert nobility back to military merit. And then CUDA main, which basically copy and immediately use the ability about to be used, then use the original ability. CUDA main won't trigger CUDA main again. So what this basically means is let's say you're about to use a Phainon skill and he has this coup de main. I call it coup de main. I don't know if it's actually say it. He'll use the copied skill and then his original skill is what it's saying. So this is good for characters that, you know, like really want like that extra like hit in, right? So like, for example, like, I don't know how it's gonna work for like Archer, but Archer might be good for that, right? Being able to pop 2 of them at the same time is pretty good. I think it's strong. Ultimate, gain 2 charge, deal wind damage equal to 240% for attack to all enemies, and if there's no character with military merit on the field, grant the character in first position to, in the team lineup, military merit. I don't like how they word this, I really don't. Talent, characters with military merit gain increased attack equal to 24% of Cerydra's attack. No limit to that attack, by the way, which is pretty good. When the character uses base tech or skill, she gets a charge. Charge cannot be gained while coup de main is in effect. Military merit only takes effect to the most recently affected target, and when the target changes, her charge resets to 0. Because, of course. Technique, after using technique, gains military merit. When switching active characters, military merit transfers to the current active character. At the start of the next battle, the skill will automatically be used on the character holding military merit once without consuming any skill points. It's a bit like, it's a lot here, I think, but I think I get what it means, but I'll wait for rewards or like just gameplay showings. Alright, stat boost, she gets wind damage, attack, and HP. Kinda wish she had a little more attack over wind damage, but I guess it's fine, I don't really care too much. Here's some pretty good stuff. When Cerydra's attack is greater than 2,000, for every 100 attack exceeded, increases units crit damage by 18% up to max of 360. And on top of that, increases Cerydra's crit by 100%. So you have guaranteed crit, and if you have the max attack, which is 4,000, 360% crit damage. A bit higher than that too. It's like 410 because you have base of 50. So, and that's obviously not including any like, that's not including any like crit damage you have in the character, like from relics. When Cerydra's charge is less than the max, when a character with military merit uses their ultimate for the first time, Cerydra gains 1 point of charge. It can only trigger once per battle. Once per battle is kind of a lot. I wish it was kind of like once per wave or something, but what can you do? And then when using a skill, increase the speed of this unit and teammates with military merit by 20, not percentage, just 20 for 3 turns. And when a character with military merit uses base tech or skill, Cerydra regenerates 5 energy. Not too bad. I think it's pretty good. And then Eidolon, E1, characters with military merit ignore 50% of the target's defense when dealing damage. And while you're in the ability state, additionally ignores 80% of the target's defense when dealing skill damage. So if you're E1, the character with mobility gains 33% defense ignored with skill damage. Phainon players be eaten well. E2, characters with military merit deal 40% more damage, and when there are teammates with military merit on the field, increase Cerydra's crit damage by 160%. Pretty good, I think, just raw. 3, skill and base tech go up. Pretty good, I think. I kind of wish it was the talent, because the talent actually is the one that gives you the attack, but the skill is not too bad either. It gives more crit damage. It's not the worst thing ever, I guess. E4, increase also damage multiplied by 240%. I mean, it's good, but like, it's pretty basic for this character. I wish there was a little more, but again, it's E4. Like, I'm not gonna complain about like this far in lawns. I'm really not. E5 is ultimate and talent, and E6, characters with military merit gain 20% all type resistance penetration. Cerydra deals additional damage equal to 360% for attack after they use an attack. This can be triggered up to 20 times, and this trigger count resets once you use their ultimate. When an ally with military merit is present, Cerydra gains 20% all type resistance penetration. So just extra damage, right? Just even more damage, because why not? Why not, right? Alright, so yeah, I mean, she's good. I mean, here's the thing. Here's the light cone. The light cone, I think, is the more bust. So here's her light cone art. Really good. I like it a lot. I like this a lot. Read 2.0. Let me get rid of this group, my fault. Ungroup, there we go. Looks really good. I think it looks really good. I mean, it's for 2.0, I think. I mean, it's a chest thing. I like the chest thing. I like the reference. Now here's the light cone itself. Can I reload this now? No. Okay. Increase the warrior's attack by 64%. Remember, she wants over 4,000. She wants at least 4,000 attack. So in light cone, make it a little easy. After using the ultimate, recover a skill point. Oh, we're not done yet though. When the warrior uses their skill on an ally character, increase damage double by target skill by 51% for 3 turns. The wording here matters. This wording is when the wearer uses their skill on allied character. So there's a very big difference. So let's use this and this. So this wording is similar to Watchmaker, where it says when the wearer uses their ultimate on an ally. This is different. An ally character is basically just like another way of saying ally. All allies big effect increased by 30% for 2 turns. Right? So this works for the Trailblazer because she used their ultimate on ally, but not one ally. Unlike the Ordeal, where it's specifically you must use it on one ally target. So that ult's like if you AoE ult support, it doesn't count. There's that. This says an ally, so we'll see. I mean, but it also says target skill. So the word is a bit iffy. I hope they add the on one ally character so it's not like iffy. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, right? If it does proc on ult, if this does proc on ult, let's just say Harmony's gonna be eating pretty damn well, right? Because like Robin will benefit pretty well from this. Sparkle actually benefits pretty well from this because of the ult, because of the skill point recovery and just the skill damage increase. I don't think it's better than Sunday's Light Cone, but it's an option. Brony will actually benefit really well from this. I think Brony will actually like that Light Cone a lot. Like yeah, it's just another option, right? It's not universal, but it's pretty strong. Yeah, I don't really have a complaint with everything here. I really don't. I mean, like everything I could complain about is just like small stuff or like gripes, like oh, why is she no do dot crit? I want to see big number, right? I do think Cerydra is very Phainon specific, right? I don't know what else. Like the only thing else that comes to mind skill wise, maybe My Day, maybe. I don't know, because there's a lot of HP drain you're doing to yourself, so I'm not too certain. But like My Day comes to mind, Archer comes to mind, like Jingliu. If Jingliu's work, she's actually pretty solid then. Even though she's, I mean, the only problem is she's not getting attack, which sucks. I really wish they didn't do that, but I mean, I get why they did that. Lee, I don't think it's gonna be that great. DHIL, I'm curious in. Will it proc the big skill? Like, what happens there? I'm curious. I kind of want to see someone do a video on that. See how this works. There's that. I think there's not much like Argentine is the only one. Maybe Jingyuan. The Herda would benefit pretty well from that. That's about it. And Nax, like, I wonder how the Nax would work. He's like boom, boom, boom. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, and then there's this Light Cone here. I mean, I'll go over this quickly. Oh, they are. Oh, they are in here. Okay, there they are. Okay, great. Increase the wearer's attack by 60%. After using skill, the wearer's attack increased by 8% stacking 3 times. It's a free Light Cone if you don't have Cerydra's, if you don't get Cerydra's main Light Cone. So, that's pretty good. Overall, I like the patch currently right now. I think the patch is pretty good. We're also getting a Kafka and Silver rerun, alongside these guys. They confirmed this. Back in their stream, yeah, 3.4 stream, they confirmed this. So, that's pretty sick. Yeah, I'm cutting that out. I'm gonna cut that out. So yeah, ignoring that. Yeah, I just got a thing. It wasn't anything important. So there's that. Yeah, this is a pretty good. I mean, I like this overall. I don't really have problems with this. I like it a lot. Really hoping they don't like hard nerf these characters. I'm not gonna even read that yet. Yeah, it's pretty good. So that'll be it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.